Four bankers who help a close friend of Vladimir Putin move millions of francs through Swiss bank accounts. Lockpoint's four-bank manager was found guilty of helping the cellibist Sergei Rolduin called Putin's wallet. Four bank executives were found guilty helping cellist Sergei Rolduin, who was called Putin's wallet. Millions of franc deposito in his Swiss bank accounts imposed a total 741,000 Swiss francs and was suspended for 2 years. Bankers. A total of 741,000 Swiss francs. Suspended for 2 years. Judge Sebastian Eppler said that bankers have failed to carry out necessary care and control the real owner of funds. 4 On Thursday, a concert called Putin's Wallet by the Swiss government was found guilty of helping cellist Sergei Rolduin. Manages 3 Russians and 1 Switzerland. Putin's eldest daughter Maria's baptism, Mr. Rolchagin, between 2014 to 2016, helped to deposit millions of francs to the Swiss bank accounts. Men who could not be defined within the scope of Swiss reporting restrictions were found guilty at a hearing in the Zurich Regional Court, and a total of 741,000 Swiss francs were fined for 2 years. In Switzerland, banks are obliged to reject or terminate business relations if there are doubts about the identity of the contract side. Gazprom Bank spokesman, where 4 executives worked, described the decision as a black day and added that all bankers would object. The court helped to operate 2 bank accounts without adequate control, where 4 executives Mr. Rolchagin had flowed in Gazprom Bank in Zurich. Judge Sebastian Eppler said it was not possible to establish real owner of the funds, but that bankers failed in necessary detection and control tasks. Judge Eppler, Rolduin will not be able to have a useful proved. Said. In spring 2016, Gazprom Bank had asked Mr. Rolduin about the origin of money in spring 2016, but he said he did not receive an answer. Only in February 2022, Mr. Rolduin said he was the owner, but he still did not give the documents requested in 2016. Bankers ignored several red flags. The judge should have more investigations due to the amount of assets with more than 10 million Swiss francs. The authority added that bankers should ask if the information provided about the origin of assets is reasonable. The judge said that other red flags, such as political situation in Russia, the use of intermediaries, use of open sea and intermediary accounts, were ignored. Millions of funds should be taken into accounts. Said. This was a period in which the US announced measures against Russia. Prosecutor Jan Hoffman said he was glad to welcome the court's decision. An important sign that law should be respected against the money laundering of law, Thursday, he said on Thursday. Hoffman, in a previous hearing, told about 30 million Swiss francs in the case. This was, although the musician on the Swiss-sanctioned Russians list was not an event that was listed as a businessman. Mr. Rolchagin was among members the inner environment of Mr. Putin, built by West, including Russia's occupation Ukraine in 2022. Mr. Putin described Mr. Rolduin in the past as friend, bright musician and philanthropist, who made some money from his minority stake in Russian company. The Kremlin rejected any proposal that Mr. Rolchagin's funds were linked to the Russian leader, as an anti-Russian Putinophobia against the Russian leader. Defense reasonable to doubt that Rolchagin the real owner of the accounts, and that Mr. Rolchagin rich because he Putin's friend. Sergei is Kremlin's favorite, not only any cell list and chef, but also a special financing possibilities that allow him to accumulate significant day. Said.